I think the secret sauce to Air Miles' success in influencing consumers is one, we create incredibly positive shared experiences for customers, and two, the brand has been extremely consistent in constantly evolving and trying to create more value for customers over the 20 years we've been in existence. I would say it's strongest in the frame of trustworthiness. I think the consistency of how we've dealt with our consumers over time, the way we deal with their information, their personal information, the way we haven't sold that anywhere, leads consumers to have an element of trust around what they share with us. And the two places where I would hope that we would score well would be in engaging, because we try and customize the experience in one form or another. And the second one would be around corporate citizenship, and it's a piece which I think consumers don't understand how much we actually do in the space of whether it's green initiatives or whether it's how we give back to the community. But it's, I believe over time there'll be a greater appreciation with some of the things that we're doing in both of those areas. I think most consumers, when you put them into environments of research, will say that they go out of their way to collect Air Miles. And so they will know that their behavior is being affected. Whether they think it's logical or not is a totally different question. But they know that the brand has an impact on where they spend their dollars and how they think about their consumption habits. On the surface, our business is very simple. People show the card, multiple retailers, collect this currency, redeem it for great rewards. If you didn't have great rewards, so our procurement people didn't find great deals and interesting things, people wouldn't be part of the program. If the sponsors didn't, the companies that offer the currency didn't promote it fabulously in the marketplace and make it part of their marketing platform, collectors wouldn't earn enough to get there. When collectors call in, the experience they have from our customer care reps is absolutely top 5% in the world, and satisfaction rates are phenomenal. Even if they don't get what they want specifically, the interaction with our customer care individuals is tremendous. So, you know, the brand essence of Air Miles spreads across every individual who works here. We're a virtual brand. We don't exist in the marketplace except through our partners. And so if we're not actually focused on living the brand day in and day out, we don't succeed in expressing that brand in its fullest potential to the consumer. We're going to continue what we've always done, which is continually reinvent the brand, focus on these new channels of communication which are becoming ever more prevalent in the consumers' lives, social media, apps, all these kinds of technologies, digital wallets, and ensure that the brand continues to live through all those channels in a way which is consistent with the values and approach that we've taken in the business from year one. One, we added more opportunities for the consumer to collect Air Miles, great new partners. Two, we created fabulous engagement, ways for consumers to engage with the brand through things like renewed apps and a new way that we've dealt with Facebook in terms of how consumers can interact with the brand in that environment. And last is we added a new program feature called Air Miles Cash, which provided the opportunity for those people who are really interested in a cashback type program to exclusively collect and then instantly use that currency in our partners. I think what would keep me up awake at night is the rate and pace of change that's existing in the marketplace, the multitude of channels, the complexity of having to work with our partners to help them reach their consumers is a critical challenge in today's marketplace. And having people who understand the nuances of communications in that environment is it's a delicate situation to manage through. So I think that would be one thing that keeps me up awake at night. I'll tell you the other thing that keeps me up awake at night. The second thing is our business is highly dependent on this information exchange with customers. And when the press is full of examples of companies that are not embracing how customer information should be collected and used in an appropriate way, the inappropriate use of that data has the opportunity to taint industries and companies which actually are doing that right. And so what we need to do as an industry is be very careful around, we embrace that to continue to enhance the customer experience and not to lose that opportunity. I usually look in environments which are non-standard. They're lateral to where we are. I mean, I've been somebody who's observed Apple for many, many years in understanding how they've shaped the retail experience and extended the brand in that environment. So I look at companies like that. I look at organizations like American Express, which really have a phenomenal job of bringing service to the marketplace and thinking about that as a critical linchpin of how they compete in the marketplace. And so I wouldn't say there's a brand, there's probably a basket of brands. And you cherry pick those elements to understand where the best practices are and think about them and how they would apply to your business to create new competitive areas. I'd venture it is Apple.
Thank you, Bryan Pearson. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome.